Welcome to the Environmental Health and Safety how-to video for laboratory safety inspections. This video is here to explain how to read your lab safety inspection as well as respond to any findings that were listed. When Environmental Health and Safety has done a lab safety inspection, it has been finalized. Salute will then auto-send an email to you stating that a new lab safety inspection assessment has been assigned to you. And we'll also send emails stating how many findings were assigned, which is how many things that need to be corrected. To view everything, you would log into your account through your login icon, and it'll bring you to your dashboard. Your dashboard will list any findings, which are anything that needs to be corrected from your lab safety inspection. If you would like to see the entire lab inspection and not just the findings, you would select Assessments, Finalized, and Lab Safety Inspection. This would bring up your entire lab safety inspection with the check mark denoting that it was in compliance, the X denoting that it was not in compliance, and the NA denoting that it was not applicable to your lab. All of these three columns for the questions would be filled out by Environmental Health and Safety, and then all of your findings that were listed as not in compliance would be listed all the way on the right-hand side of the screen. And if there is any finding, it will be highlighted with this purple square box and list how many findings that there were. The easiest way to see all of your findings in one place and be able to do the corrective actions would be in your Findings tab on the left-hand side of the screen, which is where all of your open findings are. So what you would do is you would select your first one here. So let's say Lab Safety Inspection, Waste. It tells you up top that corrective actions are required, and it's telling you to provide adequate secondary containment for waste containers. So here we could, if you scroll down, there may be a picture here, and it'll tell you and show you what waste we're specifically talking about if we did not get to speak to you when we were doing the inspection. So what you would do is you would type what corrective actions that you've taken, so provided a secondary container. You can also attach a photo, but as long as you write in the box that what corrective actions you've taken, you can then mark as complete. And this will move it from your open queue into your completed queue. Then, for your next one, for the biological safety portion, it is talking about regulated medical waste, saying that the containers need to either be closed or have a lid when actively not adding waste. Again, you would do the same thing, type in what your corrective actions were. So let's say you closed it and added a lid. You can write that. Again, if you'd like to add a photo, you can. But as long, again, as you write in this box here, you're good to go and you can mark it as completed. Every time you mark something as complete, it will send an email to your inspector from Environmental Health and Safety stating that you marked this task as complete, and then we can go and verify that what your corrective action was done met the standard. The last one here that we're going to talk about is the new door signage. With the new lab registration system, it will automatically create a new door signage for each lab. So what you would do is you'd select that. You'd see the corrective actions that are required is to update the signage. If you scroll down and you look underneath finding details, specifically finding attachments, you'll see that a PDF of the lab signage has been added. So you would select that, download it, and then it would come here onto your screen. The information all up top would be automatically put in for you. So the location, which department, the name, the phone number, any alternate contact information, everything that you filled out on your lab registration would go here, including your biosafety level and any hazardous materials that are present in the lab. What you would do with this is you would then print it and you would select with either a pen or a marker which PPE is required for your lab. If there is additional PPE that is not listed, so outside of the eye protection, closed-toed shoes, lab coat, or gloves, you would simply write it in on the bottom here. After doing that, you would post at each entrance to your lab this sign. You can print as many as you want. It does not have to be in color, but obviously the color makes it a little helpful specifically for the biosafety level sign. Once you have posted this, then you can say that your signs were posted, and again, mark it as complete. This would be how you'd respond to all of your findings. Those findings, again, would automatically be sent to your inspector for review,